Good evening, viewers. This is Shadowline News, bringing you the stories others won't touch. Tonight, we're diving deep into Kenya's spiraling debt nightmare. A crisis that's unfolding right before our eyes while mainstream media looks the other way. Kenya's public debt has exploded to a staggering 12.4 trillion Kenyan shillings. That's nearly 66% of their entire GDP. The numbers you're seeing aren't typos, and they're only getting worse. Let's cut through the noise. Kenya is paying a crushing 1.56 trillion shillings annually just to service this debt. That's not reducing the principal, that's just keeping the creditors at bay. Nearly half of everything the Kenyan government collects from its citizens goes straight into debt payments. Who's holding the keys to this financial prison? The power players break down like this. Multilateral institutions like the World Bank control 48.7% of Kenya's external debt. Commercial creditors, the real wolves, hold 26.4%. Bilateral lenders, primarily China, claim 24.6%. Speaking of China, they're extracting 34.3 billion shillings annually in interest payments alone. And those infrastructure projects they funded? We'll get to that scandal in a moment. While foreign debt gets the headlines, we've uncovered how Kenya's domestic borrowing might be even more toxic. Treasury bonds at crushing interest rates of 12 to 14% are bleeding the country dry, nearly double what they're paying on international loans. In the shadows of spreadsheets and financial jargon, a startling truth emerges. 64% of all tax revenue now goes to debt service. The mathematical endgame is clear. This isn't sustainable. Remember that standard gauge railway the government couldn't stop bragging about? What they didn't tell you was the 324 billion shilling Chinese loan came with a 6% interest rate, double the global average for infrastructure projects. Our sources have confirmed 52 billion shillings in cost overruns due to inflated contracts and mismanagement. This isn't just corruption, it's financial sabotage on a national scale. While the political elite negotiate loans, it's everyday Kenyans bearing the burden. The controversial 1.5% housing levy extracting more from already thin paychecks. Inflation soared to 9.8% this year, devastating purchasing power. Essential services in healthcare and education starved of funding. Youth unemployment frozen at 35% as job-creating investments disappear. The government claims their 2025 medium-term debt strategy will bring the debt-to-GDP ratio down to 57.8% by 2028. What they're not telling you is this requires a level of fiscal discipline that history suggests is nearly impossible given the political realities. Tonight, we've pulled back the curtain on Kenya's debt crisis. The question remains, is this a nation borrowing its way to development, or mortgaging its future to predatory lenders? One thing is certain, the clock is ticking, and for millions of Kenyans, time is running out. For Shadowline News, I'm Richard. Stay vigilant, stay informed.